Hi, I'm Carla from Flowingcreek, and today I'm going to show you how to make this paper flower greeting card. You can get the files for this project from my Etsy store. I'll put the link in the description. Here are the supplies that you need to make this project. You will need some cardstock. I'm using 65-pound cardstock. I like purple. My flower will be a purple coneflower. You can make the flower whatever color you like. You can use white and yellow to make it a daisy. I have some dark purple and some light purple cardstock here for the petals, and some brown cardstock for the middle of the flower. For the leaves, I have some light green and some dark green cardstock. For the card base, I'm using white cardstock, but you could use any color or even a pattern if you like. If you would like a stiffer card base, you can also use 110-pound cardstock for that part. Okay, so let's make the project. So we'll start by opening the file in Cricut Design Space. You can use whatever software comes with your cutting machine though. This is what the project looks like in the software. It's already sized to the size that I need it. There's many different layers here. This is the top green layer. The leaves have slits in them that show the bottom dark green layer. That extra layer also gives the card some dimension. You have your flowers here. For simplicity, I've hidden the green layers and made a copy of one of the flowers to show you how the flowers put together. There are 3 pieces that make the center. There is a top petal layer with openings in the petals that show a bit of the bottom petal layer. Next, I click the Make button. I'm going to use a mat, and that is 4.5 by 6.5. In the preview, it automatically shows you where it's going to cut. You can see we don't need that much brown for the center. I could have just cut a 1-inch strip, or I could have used a scrap piece. Sometimes I like to look at this preview to figure out what I need. Let's cut this project. I'll speed through this part on my little Cricut Joy. You don't need to wait while it cuts and watch me load my mats. On a side note, I'm using a mat that I got at the Dollar Tree. It says standard grip, but it's blue and it is equivalent to the Cricut light grip mat that is typically used for paper. So I actually ended up cutting out twice as many flowers. I love flowers, so I can never have too many lying around. I can use them for a future project. Here are all of my cut flower pieces. There is the flower petal base, which is solid and darker purple, and the flower petal top, which is lighter purple and has those cutouts. Let me zoom in a little closer. Put a little bit of glue in the center of the flower petal base. I forgot to mention that you will need some glue. I'm just using the Aleene's original tacky glue from the Dollar Tree. Any liquid glue should work for this project, so use your favorite liquid glue. Place the flower petal top onto the base. I will leave it up to you whether you align the base and the top. I like to, but to each his own. Press on the center for a second or two until they're stuck together. Then repeat this process for the rest of the flowers. Now it is time for the center. Grab one large, one medium, and one small center piece. Put a small dot of glue in the center of the large piece. Put the medium piece on top and press to adhere. Repeat the process to glue the small piece to the center of the middle piece. Turn the flower center over and put some glue on the back of the large piece. Stick the flower center onto the flower. Repeat this process for the rest of the flowers. Okay, the flowers are done. Let's make the rest of the card. The bottom leaf layer is the solid one without the slits in the leaves. Put some glue on the back of the bottom leaf layer. It doesn't really matter which way you put it. You'll just have to align the top layer to it. Don't use too much glue to avoid warping. Turn the bottom leaf layer over and center it on the card base. Press lightly on it to stick it down. This is important. Align the top leaf layer with the bottom layer so you know which way is up. Then turn it over and apply a little glue like you did before. and then turn it over and stick it to the bottom layer. Put some glue on the back of the flowers and stick them onto the circles at the ends of the stems. As a final step, I like to take the top petal layers and kind of bend them up to get a little more dimension. But if you're mailing the card, you may or may not want to do this. So that's it. The card is done. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. If you enjoyed this project, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this one. To download more projects like these, visit my Etsy store or visit my website at flowingcreek.com.